reality focused on making quantum leaps, and that requires full concentration constantly. Used to get discouraged when people didn't respond to me. Now I feel encouraged by your negligence, cause it serves as evidence. Don't speak on the curve, I'm ahead of it. Don't inform my mama, I lost my manners and etiquette. Kinda at the gap I created, can't even measure it. So don't bring up your favorite, cause he can't fuck with my rhetoric. All these niggas rap about is how they rap about shit they don't even rap about, and that's the good ones.
All right, we back. I got my special guest right here, God Body Bingo.
Praise.
How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed. I just checked. I'm out here, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Man, I appreciate you for stopping by, man.
For sure.
Dealing with that Houston traffic and everything, man.
You already know I'm coming from the north, so.
Hey, me too, bro. I live over there off of by Deucin Park.
Oh, okay. You right up there, yeah.
Right up there.
I'm out there on Antoine, bro, so I'm in the cut.
Yeah. Gotcha, man. So tell the folks a little bit more about you, man. Where you originally from?
Yeah, I was born like Acres-Home, whatever. I grew up like in Woods, like a little neighborhood right out of Acres-Home. Still really in the wood.
Yeah.
I've been like, I don't really know how. I know I started rapping, but this really wasn't the plan until like I realized like, all right, this is what I really love to do. Okay. And I felt like I had a gift, and I felt like it wouldn't be right for me not to use my gift to reach people.
Come on.
Yeah.
So how did you come about going into your gift? Because a lot of times people live whole lifetimes without realizing what their gift is.
It's a long story. Like, to summarize, like I wrote my first rap when I was like in 5th grade, right? Okay. And I wrote my first rap to like, I was trying to sound like Slim Thug on Like a Boss.
Yeah.
And one of my homies, my partner Dre, his older brother Reggie, really like kind of taught me how to rap. Like he taught me like how to structure my verse, how long it should be, and he didn't put no words in my mouth, but he kind of pushed me to like don't sound like everybody else, and don't be like repetitive. Just to be versatile. And so like throughout middle school or whatever, I'm the one who freestyled in the locker room, watching lunch table. Gotcha. And I'm getting us hyped for the football, basketball games and stuff. And I knew by 8th grade I knew I was like good at it. Yeah. But I want the like I'm like big in stature, but I want the hoop. So I'm thinking I'm about to go play some college basketball or something. Yeah. And then like in high school, like I started writing real songs like in high school. Like I wrote my first real song like in 9th grade. And when I wrote that song, I knew I'm like, if I want to do this for real, I can do it. Yeah. But I want the hoop. So like I said, so I kind of had like some issues in high school and ended up not being able to play by the time I was a junior. And I kind of went through like a depression, and like music is what got me out of depression. I started writing about, like, first I started listening to different things. I started listening to like Lauryn Hill, and that was like super inspiring for me. And like I had like a love interest at the time, and like me writing about her like made me happy, and then she kind of did me kind of dirty. Okay. And me writing about her through my depression made me better, made me like a better writer. And like my senior year, I did like my first little mixtape or whatever. Okay. What was the name of that? That's a long name. The mixtape was like my old rap name was Compass. That was my first name. I still wear Compass to this day because of that. But my first tape was called Word to the Wise, Volume 1, Strictly Business. And I was supposed to do like 3 of them, but it never really panned out. But man, it was serious though. Like it was the worst quality you ever heard. It was on Audacity with a USB mic. Yeah. And we ain't know nothing about mixing. Period. I couldn't tell you what an EQ was. Like I didn't know nothing. But I'm writing my heart out. 13 tracks. Ain't no original beats on this thing.
You just take it whatever hat you put.
I'm on some Drake, some Kanye, I hopped on Hail Mary. I'm like whatever, and like one beat I got it off. I used to watch so much of like basketball highlights, and it was like Kyrie Irving's high school mixtape, and I went and found a dude who made the beat and like downloaded the beat. But that one was dumb hard. It sampled like it sampled the Commodore, it sampled Zoom. Gotcha. Crazy, and I rapped on whatever back then, and I hand burnt 100 discs, wrote on every one of them. Passed them out to everybody in the school. Like teachers had them, for real. I was serious, and I performed at talent shows, whatever, and people were showing love. And I'm like, man, this is cool. And it's like a lot of people who was around me who had graduated the year before me who made music as well, and we was cool. And I really wanted to be like them. Like I was trying to do what they was doing. I thought they was famous. Yeah. And like me seeing them, like they had talent shows, girls running to the front of the stage, they selling shirts outside the talent show. They drop a song on Facebook or something, they get 1,000 views. I'm like, man, I can rap too. I ain't know how to tell them though. Yeah. And I didn't know where to record and all that stuff. I recorded for the first time when I was like 12, my cousin, and I was working with them, but they wasn't really like serious. They just kind of had stuff.
Just hopping on that freestyle.
Right, and they was like a lot older than me too. Like he wanted to make money off of it, but he was like disconnected from what was gonna work. And like I said, like back then when I found out I was good around like 14, but like it was, I got to the point where I was like writing verses, and I wouldn't even come record the verses at his crib. I knew that was better than what we was doing over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's like it's been a long journey. I could talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
But
So what keeps you motivated from going where you started to now? What keeps you motivated going to the studio?
It's funny you said it like that because it's the progress I've made from that time. Like I said, I've been writing rap since I was like 14, 15, and I'm like 23 now. So, and like seeing how much better I've gotten, seeing the responses I'm getting, seeing the impact I'm making on people, like I've definitely like motivated people. Yeah. I made people go pick up a dictionary. Yeah. I made people stop doing what they was doing because they heard how I was rapping, and like me seeing, like I told you before, like I feel like I had a gift. Yeah, I'm very spiritual, so I feel like if God give me something, it's for me to give to everybody else. So that's what keep me going, and just having support, consistent support. Like I knew, like when I started rapping, like my mom was gonna want me to like stay in school and stuff. So long as I kept a job and kept doing what I was supposed to do, she didn't mind. And when I started getting good, she started really liking it, and I ended up stopping going to. I went to Sam Houston for a minute, and I went to Lone Star for a minute. I finally just like realized I was wasting my time. I wasn't focused. I could have probably been a better student, but I'm skipping class to go record.
Hey, man.
Or I'm skipping class. I be trying to get an LLC together for our group or whatever. I'm trying to go to the courthouse instead of go to class. So once I realized, like, man, I'm wasting my money, my time. I could be, and like, school gonna be there. I can go back to school whenever. Let me go ahead. While I'm young and dumb enough to make this happen, let me go make it happen.
Follow your dream.
Right, man. And like that's the name of our collective. The same guys I was looking up to when I was like a year under them. Like we got a collective now called Still Dreaming, and the whole concept is the dream is to still dream. Like the whole idea is no matter how far I go, no matter what I achieve, I'm still dreaming. I still got something more I'm reaching for. And that's what pushed me to knowing that there is no top. Like I could be billionaire, 30 Grammys, whatever.
Still not satisfied.
I'm still dreaming. I still want to help somebody else. I still want to bring back to my community. I still want to do whatever I can to go further because it ain't over till it's over. And even when it's over, you can leave an impact. So
why do you think people stop dreaming?
Society, like when you little, they tell you can be whatever you want to be.
Sure.
And then when you get like they don't tell you that if you don't do things a certain way, your windows don't close. Like I probably can't be a doctor no more. My GPA is terrible. I would have to start school all the way over to be a doctor.
Hit that reset button.
Right. And it's gonna take a long time. Like I can't be the president no more. You know what I'm saying? So but you can be whatever you want to be. But like you might not have the right resources to reach the goals you want, or you might have naysayers who don't believe in you, and you might allow that to hold you back. And a lot of times it's like I feel like a lot of people, like I feel like life is like a movie, and I feel like every movie had like that montage where the real work is done, but that's like that in real life that's the longest part, but on the movie it's the shortest part. So people will quit during this whole montage of you figuring it out, making your progress, and having your breakthrough. But that part is like 10 minutes in the movie, but it's like 10 years in real life.
True.
And halfway through they'll probably give up because it's like, man, this ain't gonna never happen. Let me go ahead and do something that's safe. Let me go get a degree and work in the office. Let me go move up in this company and manage a store or whatever, because this music ain't gonna work, or this acting ain't gonna work, or this sport ain't gonna work. And like I can't blame nobody for that. But I know I'm not about to give up on my dream because of what nobody say. So
how was your first show?
My first show? Oh my God, that was terrible. Like first time I performed, it was around the same time when I like kind of realized I was good. I was like in I had to be like 8th grade. And I was rapping with some people in my church. We had like a Christian rap group or whatever. And we got invited to the other church. I think this actually factors into why I'm how I am. This is gonna lead to more stories. But like we went to perform at this church, and we had about like 4 or 5 songs maybe. And it was one of them I was on, I didn't know my verse. And we wasn't supposed to do this one. And lo and behold, this Lupe Fiasco beat come on. I got this 8-bar verse I only know half of. And I'm second verse. My verse come, I spit my first couple bars, and I choke. I walk off the stage, I go in the restroom, I'm crying. Like it's bad. Like it's like movie scene bad. And the minister who was with us came and like like kind of like gave me a little pep talk, like it's all right, man. Even the pros mess up, blah blah blah. And so I came back out and we did the song I Knew, and I performed it, and we had the church, so they gonna clap and they gonna,
you know.
I said it was like a little Disney movie, you know what I'm saying? Like you take the L and you come back, redeem yourself. That was my first ever show. Yeah. But but I think that's why like when I started writing seriously, like I memorized everything. Like I used to be very particular about how I wrote. I would write on college rule paper with a pencil so I could erase, and I would number every bar. But I would never record when I like reading. I would always memorize to go record because I sucked when I read it. It didn't sound natural. I sounded like you could tell I was reading.
You was reading, yeah.
I wasn't rapping, I was reading. And as I told you, I was a big Jay-Z fan, so like a couple years in, like that's probably like 14 when I started really recording myself. And then a couple years in, I really wanted to try to write without writer. And I wrote, like, the first full song I wrote, I did like 3 verses on Kanye All Falls Down. And I'm like, man, I really just did that, and it's like hard. Yeah. So I just kept doing it. Now I haven't wrote a lyric down in a couple years now.
You just kind of record it on your phone, kind of, or you just remember it?
I know Royal was on here. I kind of similar, I write the best stuff like in the shower. Like I think of once I know a tempo of a beat, I write a lot of songs without the beat. Once I know a tempo of a beat, I would like just keep like rapping, like basically freestyling and memorizing lines I like. Mm-hmm. And once I get the whole like 16, 12, whatever, I'll just commit it to memory. And so that way when I go record, I know the flow I want to use, I know the cadence, I know where I want to ad-lib, I know how I want to sound, what I want to play with my voice, and it's real natural. But like I like my homie Carl, he's still dreaming too. He called it my superpower because he never somebody do that in person. And he we be in a big room, there's like 6 artists in there. And somebody writing down, somebody on their phone, and I'm just over here nodding my head. And they're like, oh, you're not going to hop on this? I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah. They're like, what? And I go record, and they're like, oh, you really just wrote that, like, just now? I'm like, yeah. So I definitely take pride in my writing process. Like, I feel like everybody's different. I don't think I'm better than nobody for it, because people try to give me props for it. And I get why they do, but if I was writing like that and it came out bad, then it wouldn't matter. Yeah. So as long as it's coming out good, I don't really care how it come out.
So what's your goal, brother? What's your end goal?
My end goal, like for the end of my my time I'm ready to like leave music. Man, I wanna have a legacy, and when I say that, I wanna have had success and gain the respect of like my peers, and I wanna be like worldwide known. Mm-hmm. But I also wanna have like offspring kinda. That might not be the right word, but I wanna help people. So I want to pull some people under. I want to pull other people up. I want to do a lot. I really want to put most of my money into my community. So I really want to like fight gentrification and things like that. And I want to definitely I want to fight gentrification. I want to inspire the youth. I want to open up doors. I want to build businesses. I want to employ black people. I want to do things like that. And I want to have some. I want to have kids one day and leave something to them. That's my end goal.
Bro, that sounds like me over there, man. Hold on now. You only 23?
23, man.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
I had good parents, man. I got good parents. When I say had, you got to watch your language sometimes.
Yeah.
I got good parents. They're ready to be right. I try to read a little bit. I really need to read more. But once I realized that, around college, I realized I didn't really know nothing about being black. So I started studying it, and I realized how important it was for me to own that and to carry myself that way and to help other black people. And now that's all I really think about. Some of my homies thought I was gonna be like a preacher because all I rap about is like God. Yeah. I rap about God a lot. Like I put it in my name. I rap about it so much. All I rap about is like God and like black people for the longest. And now I'm a little more versatile because I realized that like a couple years ago I felt like my music was good, but it wasn't necessarily marketable. I felt like I wanted to perform. Mm-hmm. And I felt like stuff I had I couldn't perform it. And like almost all of 2016, I almost didn't write no songs by myself. We was working on like a group project that we kind of then like shelved a little bit. And when I started back writing stuff on myself, I had like a whole different style. And I thought like my whole approach, like you can tell off the music I done put out now, like I feel like the beats that are popular right now, the people who rap well don't rap on those type of beats. And the people who don't necessarily rap the best, but they make good music, whatever, like the trap artists, quote unquote, they hop on the most popular beats, and they got the most like current crowds, but they not really giving you too much substance. So I'm like, if I could rap as well as the Coles, Kendricks, etc., on the same beats, the Futures, Young Thugs, and Playboy and Cardi's a rap on, I'm gonna catch everybody.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that, like, the backpackers love me, the party people love me, the street guys love me. Like, I've seen, like, my method work, and I really, like, it took me a long time to get to this. Like, when I first tried to write, like, trap music without being a trap guy, it was trash. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But now I speak the language. I've seen it enough. I know enough to, like, communicate with each side of each end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's been giving me the progress I've been making. So.
That's dope, bro. So what can people reach out to you, man, if they want to work with you, they want to do any kind of business?
Like I was saying earlier, all my social media is at Godbody Bingo, and I'm on whatever, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever you can search somebody up on, I'm on there. And it's at Godbody Bingo. My email is godbodybingo@gmail. All the music platforms is Godbody Bingo. Space in between each one, God space body space bingo. Like, and you can't miss me. My picture on my Apple, my picture on my title, my picture on my Spotify, so you know it's me.
Yeah.
So so that's all it is.
You have any shows or anything coming up?
I got 2 shows this weekend on Sunday. One of them is at a daiquiri shop on Belford. It's like a charity event, and the same lady I mentioned earlier, DJ Everything, she having her wrap up party at Wonky Power. It's like a studio kind of like record label spot. It's gonna be a great show. I'm on there with my fellow label mate, not really label mate, but team colleague B-Val, homie Oblivious Jones, O&B Bloodbath gonna be there.
Okay.
Dope Beezy, DeLorean, Stack Keezy, Flagger Woods, a lot of dope artists.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that. Like, early this year, I performed at Bloodbath event. And I stopped Dope Beezy to take a picture at this event, and now I'm on the same ticket with him.
Yeah. See how it work?
Hey man, God smile on the kid every day. For real.
Yeah. That's dope, brother. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna drop this In the Flesh for you, man.
Hey.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you introduce that thing.
Man, shout out to In the Flesh. This is probably the song that describes me the best. It's the title track to my new project, In the Flesh, the 4-track EP that you can find everywhere. And you about to love it.
Hey man, there you have it, man. Godbody Bingo, Texas 111 Jam, DJ Waynehead. We getting out of here, baby. Let's go.
No cap, no flex. Just capital G in the flesh. Whatever I speak manifest. Just ask him and he can attest. And I don't need nobody blocking my blessings. I know how to reach him direct. I pick up the phone and connect. I don't gotta call him collect. I get it right from the source. Of course, these demons see me as a threat. But I never worry or fret. I walk through the valley of death. Knew something was coming since I was a youngin'. Can't even describe how it felt. But I know I'm not by myself. And the cup runneth over as well. Hey, free Ricky Racks out the cage, where she can see what I became.